there's that wonderful little poem. There was a little girl that had a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. That's our industry. There's two sides to us. One side, which is the negative impact that we're having, the greenwash, the serving oil and gas, the in many ways the driving consumption. On the other side of us, we are the storytellers, the creatives, the one that can spark change. And again, I know I keep talking about the IPCC report, but it was such a big deal this year. For the first time in 20 years, all the scientists of the government of the world named marketing. They talked about us for the first time in 20 years, and they put this out really clearly. We have to clean up our act on the impact that we're having on consumption and on climate change. Not our footprint, our brain print. Yeah. And also, we now have our marching orders of how to engage consumers, spark change, and tell a new narrative. The thing being is we can't just do one and ignore the other. Sure. We can't have your cake and eat it here. We've got to deal with the problems in our sector if we're going to become this really clear part of the solution, which I passionately believe we are.
At COP, we launched a report, Advertised Emissions, based on an existing concept called financed emissions, which is already in play in the finance industry. Advertised emissions is this definition, uplifting sales and the emissions associated with that. We calculated for the United Kingdom in 2019, the advertised emissions were 186 million tonnes, which, to put that in sort of normal numbers, means that advertising is adding 28% to the carbon footprint of every single person in the country.
Wow.
A lot of people go, wow, and then the next question is they go, yeah, that sounds about right. Because if we're really good at our job, we're driving growth, we're driving consumption, and that sounds about right. But this really 28% figure is really fantastic because it allows us to see the scale of the change that we need to make. And so agencies, clients, media owners that are committed to a net zero future now have to incorporate advertised emissions as part of their net zero plans because it's part of the race to zero. So whilst at the moment they've taken some early steps, considering the operational footprint, the production and the media choices, the internal issues, this is now giving a number on the biggest climate impact that agencies and clients and media owners have, is the work in the world and the impact on society about the consumption that creates.
We need everybody to lean in, but again, you can't, the first step to change is admitting you've got a problem. In our industry, we're very good at selling the good. Yep. That's what we are. You know, we're very good at spin, we're very good at selling the good. But if we really want to be part of the climate solution, we've got to deal with the bad as well. And that, for me, here at Cannes, in the industry, in the media, this is like this pivot moment. We're at this tension moment between, like, are we going to be and serve the problem, or are we going to be part of the solution? And I'm not entirely sure which way to bet.
If you're trying to communicate to the public that you're making a transition, the most important way to do that is money. Money talks. If your budgets are going towards a majority renewables or climate solutions, that's the strongest message you can send. And so, you know, we would love to see that transition happen. That would be an enormous benefit to the planet, but it needs to be a lot better than the 90%, 95%, or 99% going towards fossil fuel expansion now.